Hi everyone, I welcome all the divine souls on my YouTube channel, which is Twinflame Realities. So, in the middle of September 2023, I completely disconnected from this twin flame, and suddenly I started feeling extreme emptiness. So, after that, I was saying to myself that everything will be fine. Maybe after some time, this pain will also go. The one I was actually feeling because of this, disconnection from this twin flame. So then between 20th September and 30th September, I noticed that a strange and cute habit has, started developing in me. I don't know how these habits have started coming into me automatically, but now this habit is actually a cute one, but it actually happens in very young children, like 3 to 4 years of children. So then I said that habit is cute, but why it is coming again and again, that too in me all of a sudden? Only babies have this habit, and I am not a baby, so I should not have this habit. This looks weird on me. So on 1st of October 2023, I was living at a sacred place where I was guided after leaving my job. So that society was quite big, and it has shopping malls and resorts. So as I came from a metro city, so I didn't feel like to go outside from my society as it was so big. So while returning from shopping, I was about to enter into my hotel where I was actually living. So I actually got a vision, and then I stopped myself just to look carefully because this vision was coming after a long time. So what I saw, that I am getting married to a particular person, and then when this vision got over, then I entered to my room. So after entering into my room, after some time, I actually checked my cell phone, that mobile phone, and all of a sudden, this one video got popped up. And as soon as I saw that person who was there in that video, suddenly it came from my mouth, oh, he's divine masculine, and what is he doing here? Then I stopped. I noticed that the cute habit of that small children, which I was starting to develop in me, then I realized that he's my divine masculine, because he has same that habit of that cute children. And then the moment I saw divine masculine, my happiness knew no bounds. How can I express that happiness in words? I do not know that. Then I asked Divine, why did you deliberately hide him from me? But then suddenly I realized and stopped myself and said to Divine that no, it is my fault, because I was not ready to receive him. I was not in that energy where I could receive him, because since my childhood I was never interested into love or marriage or relationship. And then I remember that when Divine was repeatedly reminding me that the reunion is actually destined after shifting from that twin flames area, so it was related to my divine masculine. So divine masculine is so visible to everybody, even to a normal person. They can recognize that he's not a normal human being, he's actually a divine being. I'll share further detail about divine masculine. So how would I not recognize divine masculine? So a lot of shit and garbage has been created on the name of twin flame journey, especially on the name of divine masculine. So I understood this much, and I understood why divine suddenly started saying to me that reunion is destined for me. And I was shocked and rude with divine when divine started telling me that reunion is destined, and I became so rude with divine. So I told to Divine that I understood that you were deliberately making me angry, and you definitely enjoy teasing me like that. So after seeing Divine Masculine, I was actually feeling guilty for being rude with Divine, because I realized that it was my fault that I could not understand Divine. But Divine does these things, on purpose, and Divine enjoys dealing with a stubborn child like me. And then I asked a question to Divine, that how is this even possible? This divine masculine is clearly visible that is divine masculine, but then that twin flame, what is that? So Divine said that it is a karmic twin flame that is given to every twin flame on earth on purpose. There are bigger reasons behind it. So karmic twin flame is given to especially DF and every twin flame, if there are masculines who claims to be a twin flame and they are into that chasing mode. So this karmic twin flame is given to every twin flame intentionally by the divine, and there are so many great reasons behind it that I will share in a separate video. And when I had my awakening, and when I started listening to those channels which are meant for providing information about twin flames, so divine masculine is like this, and is he really like this and that, the way people are talking, like divine masculine is this kind of a person, that kind of a person, cheats on person, something like that. So I had that question, is this really true what I am hearing from all these people? So after my spiritual awakening, I had this question in my mind that I am the exact form of divine feminine, but this twin flame is not at all a divine masculine. So that time I did not have clarity whether divine masculine is really like what all these channels are telling. So now I did not come to any conclusion because I did not have the answer at that time. So the question was like that of mine. Many people are skeptical since childhood and also have doubts. So I knew that if I do have clarity, or I need some sort of clarity about something, then I am not in a hurry and I am not just sitting. I am doing my work, and I am so sure that as I'm moving forward, I will get that clarity and that answer which I am looking for. That's how my journey has been. So therefore I am always confident that if I have any doubt or need any clarity, it will be definitely given to me by the divine, but at the right time in the future. So I have never called that twin flame divine masculine, as if I had no desire. So when I saw that I am a divine feminine, but this twin flame does not have a single divine masculine characteristics, and as I did not have any clarity, I was just moving forward while doing my inner work. And the divine also did not tell me this truth about divine masculine and about this karmic twin flame intentionally, because it was needed and it was necessary and it was good also. So I understood that situation, that why divine has done that to me. And it is actually impossible to detach from karmic twin flame, which I also saw as impossible. But as I knew, I have the spiritual gift to make the impossible possible. Many other people have had such situations in their lives during childhood, where the impossible was made possible, and I had done this 2 to 3 times. So I remembered I have this spiritual gift to make the impossible to possible. But so I had this acceptance, that I understood that I hold this spiritual gift to turn this impossible to possible. But then if I talk about this particular situation which was happening for the first time in my life, about this love and this feeling, so I had this clarity, this will require time, and I did not know how much time it will require, but I knew I will be able to disconnect from this twin flame completely with the help of my this spiritual gift. So it actually took me 3.5 years to completely disconnect from this karmic twin flame, but I finally did that. So after my spiritual awakening, it actually took me 3.5 years to detach from this karmic twin flame. Again, it was a lot of time, but then I have learned so much during this process. And when I saw my divine masculine, I cannot express my happiness in words, and I thanked divine and said that you have given me much more than my expectations. And when I saw divine masculine, I was actually feeling embarrassed in front of the divine, because I could not make eye contact with divine, as I became rude multiple times when divine started telling me that reunion is destined. So I thought divine was talking about that twin flame. So divine did that thing intentionally. Yeah, divine teasing me. Many times I have been teased by divine, that I'll share those experiences. So because of guilt, my eyes were down and I was crying. I thought maybe I will not be able to make eye contact with divine ever in my life now. And now what to do? I actually misunderstood divine, and that was my fault. And I also said wrong things to divine when divine started telling me that reunion is destined. So I was already angry and upset because of this twin flame, and also so many other situations which were happening through attacks. And now I was questioning to myself, why did I doubt divine? In my childhood, when divine told me that divine has already decided a life partner for myself, then that time I actually dictated a lot of terms and conditions about my marriage, and I shouldn't have done that. So as I knew since my childhood that I have always been receiving extraordinary level of support, protection, love, care from divine, then why did I doubt divine? I was feeling guilty and bad that why didn't I trust divine, as I have been in communication with divine and always guided, protected and loved and cared. So I should have trusted divine, and they always decide and give me good and best only. So it must have been good for me when divine said that we have already seen a partner for you. So why did I dictated my terms and conditions? So I was just feeling so bad and kept on crying while talking to divine. And the biggest guilt was that I can see and understand things which are beyond the understanding of other people. But here, how did I make a mistake in understanding divine? So I kept on crying when after seeing divine masculine, and also kept on remembering those incidents where I got rude with divine and also said that you do not love me, you hate me, when divine asked me to punish that twin flame. So I actually kept on crying after seeing divine masculine and remembering my incidents when I got rude with divine. Then divine said it's okay, don't cry, and it was actually part of my journey, and there are some things which only needs to be revealed at a particular time. And there were many big reasons behind it. So I understood the reasons given by divine. I will share them with you all in next upcoming videos. So divine said that divine masculine will take care of you exactly like a small child, as we have been taking care of you till date. So I have been actually getting a baby treatment from divine since my childhood, and that I can never deny. So when divine was telling me that divine masculine will take care of me like a small child, then I was feeling that divine was actually telling me the future, but at the same time divine was also teasing me. So now why was divine teasing me? Because as I have always been a giver and I did not know how to receive, and I intentionally never allowed anyone to take care of me in my life. So I used to think that I can take care of myself, but there were some friends and some people in my life who used to call me daily and ask me have I cooked my food and do I need any sort of help and what have I cooked. So I did not like all those questions. So they used to ask this question daily. So I used to feel bad, and then I had to tell them that do not ask such questions from me, as I do not like it. Because I did not tell them, but what my thought process is that this is actually a right of a person, especially for a person who you are in love or in a relationship or married to that person. That kind of person I can if asked to me, then only I can inform that person what am I doing and what have I cooked, but not like a friend or some other relative. No, that is not possible for me. And before going on that painful journey, which was of 10 years, I actually intentionally closed my this receiving end, which I actually recognized after my spiritual awakening, and I started working on this, that it was closed because I was meanwhile I was doing a lot of activation. So receiving and giving both has to be balanced. So divine said learn to receive things in your life, and after seeing divine masculine, he's exactly like a grandfather figure, and everyone knows how this kind of personality treats a baby. So after my awakening, I did work on this receiving end, but not that much as it was needed when I come in a reunion with divine masculine. So I promised to divine that I will now start working the way you want me to work on this receiving side of me. So when I saw the video of divine masculine, he's actually in very tough, painful situation, and then I asked divine, what have you done to him? I cannot ask that why have you done that to him, because I knew the reason behind it. It is all connected to soul mission and other one particular lesson. So there is a habit which divine has been kept on asking me to change it since my childhood, and I did not change it intentionally. So now because of that habit, I actually got into situations many times, but I always got saved because of divine support. But divine masculine also has the same habit, and when that situation happened because of that particular habit, divine masculine actually came in a very tough situation, because of which he's actually going through hell on earth right now, and it's been so many years that he's experiencing that pain, but only one reason, that karmic lesson which he has not learned yet. So when I saw situation of divine masculine, I told to divine that this is not a good thing what he's going through, and this is actually a wrong thing. It should not happen to him. So divine says that now you remember your situation, that for so long we have been asking you to change this one particular habit, but you have never changed that habit. So to change this habit, divine was telling me from my childhood, and then divine said that now you are feeling bad seeing his situation, that because of that particular habit he's actually into very painful situation. So now if this particular habit remains in both of us, then we will not be able to complete the soul mission. And the soul mission is actually very dangerous. It's not a joke, and it is very a serious matter. And then if this anger, which he has and I do have, so which is actually a very strong emotion, and anger do not comes, automatically. It comes because of a situation. So if we both do not change this habit, then we will not be able to serve this soul mission, which is the most important part of our life on I mean in this journey. And also apart from this soul mission, if we do not change this habit, then life will also come in trouble, which divine do not want that. So now this is such a habit that there is a particular profession in every country in front of which the world bows down out of fear. And I have shouted at that person thrice. So twice that person was apologizing me, and third time that person was explaining me. So I said, no, I do not agree with you and I will not agree with you. So there were a lot of people when I shouted at that person, wherein the entire people bows down in front of that person out of fear. So I did not fear, but then this habit is actually such a big problem, and it will become such a big problem while serving our soul mission. So regarding that painful situation of divine masculine, I have told to divine that you have done this intentionally, and I know the reason, that it is only because of soul mission. So now many things are actually interconnected here, which I will share with you all in separate video. So divine said, divine masculine is my exact version, exact match. So I said, I don't need to know it from anybody else. I can see it clearly that he's my exact match. He's my exact, version. That is so clearly visible to me. So divine said that if you make changes in your own habit, then there will be changes done in himself also. So there I was actually guided to do this mirror work. So as soon as I started doing those changes which I wanted divine masculine to make, so I actually was able to observe that yes, he has actually started making those changes. And the mirror work is so effective between this divine feminine and divine masculine, but not in a karmic twin flame. So through mirror work, I can definitely make changes, in divine masculine when I start making those changes in myself. And while doing the mirror work, so changes can also be done in divine masculine. But as there is one particular major karmic lesson is still pending, which he has not learned, and so that he will only learn through situations, and just to make him learn that particular karmic lesson, because it is a major lesson, there are situations already aligned in future. So now after seeing his situation, I realized what if I get a chance to meet him and go ahead and tell him this is the lesson. So divine said, now do you understand how we feel when we were telling you to learn this lesson and you were not learning? So you took 20 years to learn this particular lesson, and now you think that you will go ahead and tell him that to learn this lesson, and will he learn? No, this will not happen. So I cannot teach any of the karmic lesson to divine masculine, that he will have to learn through his situations only. And as he is also I can see when I saw him for the first time, that he is already an ascended being. It's just that we both have been so stubborn, and I was not ready to change that habit since my childhood, wherein divine has been kept on telling me to change that habit. Many times divine has said that particular thing. So same goes with my divine masculine, and as we are exact match, exact version, so we both are on same page. But then as it is needed, that karmic lesson has to be learned, that too on his own. I cannot interfere anything in that. After seeing divine masculine, I had two realizations, that yes, divine feminine is the leader of this journey, and divine masculine is actually going to give back support. So that's how this journey is going to be. And when I compare myself with divine masculine, he has already ascended a lot. If I compare him with myself, it's just one karmic lesson is pending, and there are few things which is pending in my life too, and I'm still working on that. And that particular lesson is actually tough for me to learn, as I have never been ready to learn that, but now I'm actually ready, that too only because of divine masculine. And another realization I had, as I have already gone through a lot because of that 10 years of painful journey, and I never said this to divine that life on earth is tough, but after seeing divine masculine and realizing that karmic lesson is so important, then only I said to divine that yes, I agree now today that it's so difficult to live on earth if you are a purest being. It is not easy to stay with these humans when you do not want to be like them, and there are things which you will have to change because of your soul mission. So that is needed for soul mission and also for your own life, because the kind of people you will be meeting, it is going to challenge you at every particular situation. So these were certain learnings after seeing divine masculine. The sort of pain he's going through, that is too much, but then nothing can be done. He is aware about what he's going through and why is he going through. So he will also make changes at the right time, as there are situations being aligned. So there is a further conversation with divine about divine masculine, which I will have to share. So conclusion of this journey is that if you are a twin flame, first of all you will meet this karmic twin flame, so that you do your inner work, and once you have done the final level of inner work, then only the face of divine masculine or the divine feminine will be revealed, depending who you are actually. And that is the realization which I had after my when I got to know about divine masculine, which divine did not tell me intentionally, and I'm feeling great for that. So there are so many other conversations which I will have to share. And also one more thing, when I got awakened after my spiritual awakening, immediately within 2 months I also saw there are people who are teaching wrong things on the name of twin flame journey, that too intentionally, wherein they know what they are doing and they are doing it intentionally. So there are a lot of traps which are being played on through these twin flame coaches, to keep real twin flames stuck on this particular karmic twin flame. And this is going to be so challenging and difficult for you to detach completely from karmic twin flame, because that was such a challenge for me too. I actually took 3.5 years of time, wherein I have been expert when it comes about dealing and removal of energy of anybody. So this was about today's video. I will see you in another video. Till then, take good care of yourself. Bye bye.